Hello, and this is a tutorial or a demonstration of the More Good Foundation software that I've developed to expedite our General Conference YouTube video project. So first I'd like to just express the encode query generator that I made a video of last time. It's changed a little bit, and maybe I'll make an updated video, but yeah, there is a video for that one, so if you're interested to know what this is, you'll need to watch that video. So we're going to go to the video metadata generator side, and this, I'm going to take you step by step of what the software is doing. Already the software has gone to the internet to get what conferences are available. So if, whoops, here we go. So it went to this web page and it gathered all of the general conferences that are available. Each one's available in October and April, and so that's where this list came from. So here on this screen you just decide what range of conferences you'd like for this session of conference getting. So we'll say the beginning and ending are October 2004 and October 2008. That's the range of our project here, but we could easily go from 2011 to 71. So we'll go ahead and submit those limits. It'll take a minute because now it's going into each one of these conferences. Here we'll go to 2008 for example, and it went on to each one of those pages and found the sessions that are available as well as the languages that those are available. And so as you see here, we have these available conferences, and available languages and sessions will appear as we select conferences. So we'll go ahead and we'll add all of the conferences that we selected. And now here are all the languages, and you'll find those in here, or many of them. This list represents all of the languages that are available in at least one of these conferences. So there could be even just one language that's available in one conference that's not available in the rest, and it'll still appear in this list. The sessions is the exact same story. There may be one or two conferences that have a general young women meeting, but the rest don't, but it's reflected in this list because at least one does. So if we have language presets for the languages that we're doing during this project. We have 13 languages for this project, and so those have associated tags and other phrases that have already been translated and loaded into the software, so that there's as little translation as possible for all the documents that we're about to generate. So I'm going to go ahead and add those presets. And it looks like Cantonese and Mandarin aren't available, or at least the content isn't available in any of these conferences, or at least some of these conferences, or rather, excuse me, at least one of these conferences, Cantonese and Mandarin, is not available. So it's just saying, if just making sure that you're okay, that you'll definitely need to translate Cantonese and Mandarin for at least one of these conferences. And so I'll go ahead and say yes, and it populates the selected languages for those conferences, and we're going to go ahead and add the common conferences. These are the sessions. These are the sessions that we're dealing with on this project. We're not doing Relief Society or Young Women, so we'll go ahead and add those. And we can also create a custom language. I haven't really done that a lot because this is for my projects I was able just to hard code what I need in there. But in the future, this feature makes it a little more scalable. And so we'll go ahead and what I'm going to do is I'm going to decrease the number of languages and conferences and sessions so that this video doesn't take a really long time. So just give me a moment to, I think I'm going to remove all but October 2008. And we'll do just Saturday sessions, and I'm going to remove all but German, English, and we'll do a Cantonese as well, because it that way you can see what it looks like if it doesn't have content. Alright, and this final feature, Consolidate Session Docs, this means that each talk for all the sessions is going to be in one document for all talks in that session. If I uncheck that, then each talk will be in its own document. So by checking that, it speeds up the translation process and uploading process, because we don't have to open and close so many files. So before I hit start, I want to explain, well actually I'll go ahead and hit start right now. So what it's doing is it's reading the talks for October 2008, Saturday morning, and right now it's reading them in English. And so let me show you what it's doing. It's going into Welcome to Conference, and it's saying, okay, I need this information, I need this information, and I need this information. And if you look in the back end, you'll find the keywords. It's getting church growth and temples from this one, and then this is the description that it's getting. And that way we can get keywords that are actually associated with the talk, as well as a description that actually is also associated with the talk. And that's a really good thing for SEO, and making this, particularly making this not look really spammy. And then the next part where it's generating the talk doc, that's what takes a really long time, because it has to go into this talk and it goes to German, and it does the same thing in German. And if it has Cantonese available, which it doesn't, but if it did, it would do the same thing for Cantonese. And with 13 languages, it takes a bit of time to load all these pages and then strip what we need from them. If it doesn't have Cantonese in this example, then it's going to say, okay, well, it doesn't have Cantonese, so we'll use the English version, and we'll load the Cantonese tags that we have preloaded, but these are going to need to be translated, so this session will be added to a translation, a needed translation document. And so this is going to take a little bit of time, and so I'm going to go ahead and pause this and start it back up when this is about finished. Okay, as you see, it's moving a little bit quicker. I think that's a bug. I'm not sure why that happens, but sometimes it runs a little bit faster than others. So in the cases where it runs a little bit slower, I think it's just not working. So that's a bug that I need to sort out. But it's working a lot quicker now. And then as you can see, the progress bar is now it's finished. It'll open up the directory where it saved these files, and the default directories to the desktop under metadata documents. And here's the documents that need translation. And I think there's a little bit of a bug here too, but this isn't such a hugely crucial document, because all of the documents are going to need to be reviewed anyway. And so this is kind of a helper document, and there's a bug in it, which I suppose I should probably address. So here we go. We have the October 2008 conference and the Saturday morning session, and because I had this checked, the Consolidate Session Docs checked, it just gave me one document for each language for that session. Alternatively, this would have been a folder, and within the folder there would have been individual text files for each talk. So we'll go ahead and take a look at English. The information up here is just for our use, and it can be pretty helpful. This is the URL for the actual talk. So if there's a question for one of the translators about what is actually meant by something that they're trying to translate, they can go directly to the talk and figure out what they're actually trying to say. So I'll go ahead and go through the process of uploading one video so you can see how quick it is. It really is a really fast process. And I have one demonstration video that I can show you here. So we just log into TubeMogul. That's how we're uploading to many sites at once. And we'll go ahead and go to the desktop here, and we just open the video and click upload. And then you click on the online title, and paste that. You copy the description. Oh, whoops. Include that line and paste that. And you notice there are these two red lines. Those are sites that we don't upload to anyway, so it's not a big deal that these descriptions are too long. And then we'll copy the tags. And just like that, oh, and one more thing, we use news and blogs and people. And just like that, the title, description, and tags are all generated. You'll notice the first word is Mormons for each one of these three, and that's really good for SEO. And so on this document we're targeting the keyword Mormons. If you notice on this, if we go to the next one, it looks like the keyword is also Mormons. The next one is Mormon and Mormon Church. So these are randomized so as to allow for addressing 8 target key phrases that we're targeting for this project. Looks like this one only uses 3 or 4, but it's a totally random process anyway, so we'll get a pretty good spread of those 8 keywords that we're focusing on. So it looks like it's just about finished here, and now we click upload, and here we enter in our credentials for each of these sites, and you only need to do this once. I haven't done this on this account yet, but you can have them store the information and then just click launch. It's a really quick process, and then it uploads these. I wish that I had already given my credentials on here so you could kind of see how that works, but that's basically the whole process, is clicking launch, and then we move on to another video. And the cool thing is we can upload several videos all at once. You just open a couple of these tabs and you upload videos, and you're going back and forth pretty quick. So it's a really quick process, and it's based on real information, where our Heavenly Father is mindful of each one of us and our needs. May we be filled with so it's actually it's not spammy at all, and I think it'll really appeal, but it also has the target keywords. So this is a really helpful and quick process that alleviates human error in this whole big project, which we're uploading over 3,000 videos in 13 different languages to several different sites. This is a gigantic project which would have taken a really long time to do otherwise, so this software really expedites that process. I want to show you before I finish here what these other documents look like. This is the really neat thing, is I don't speak German, but here I can feel pretty confident that all of this is in legitimate German. Unfortunately, on their website on LDS.org, they don't translate that, so someone who is a translator will need to translate all of those. But yeah, all of these keywords are in German, all the descriptions, everything, and so that really helps our translation process. It makes it a lot faster. Unfortunately, with Cantonese, they don't have content in Cantonese for this particular conference, and in reality, they don't have it in Cantonese for any of the conferences. And when I say Cantonese, we're talking traditional here. Mandarin we're using simplified. So yeah, our Asian translators will need to translate every one of these, and so that'll take quite a bit of time, but at least for those who are German translators or other languages, the process will be just a review rather than a translation, so it'll be a lot faster. So anyway, that's basically the process. It's really fast, really nice, really slick, and if you have any questions, just shoot me an email at kentcdodds@gmail.com, or I guess a more good email is kdodds@moregoodfoundation.org, or talk to Heather. She's the kind of the manager of this whole project. So thank you very much, and I appreciate you watching this video.